Hey guys, one of the most hyped games for the Nintendo Switch is Metroid Prime 4. This is one of those games that nobody ever thought would happen until last year's E3 when Nintendo dropped a short teaser trailer for this game. And when they did, the internet exploded. People are going crazy. People are even saying this 30-second teaser trailer was the highlight of the whole event last year. As amazing as it was that they dropped this trailer, we didn't really learn anything about this game except for it was in development. I mean, how much can you really learn about a game from just a short logo? The answer is not a lot. In this video, I'm going to break down my 5 hopes and dreams and predictions for Metroid Prime 4. There's not much more to say than welcome, sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and here we go! There is nothing more satisfying when playing a game than gaining some sort of points, credits, energy, and then cashing that stuff into some sort of a skill tree to increase your character's power or skills. Adding some mild RPG elements to Metroid Prime would really modernize it to make it more of a 2018 type of game. It would add a lot to the gameplay loop that could give this game a lot more depth. But the devs need to be very careful while trying to balance these RPG elements and make it just right. Gaining items and guns is such a big part of Metroid games, and adding RPG elements shouldn't affect that at all, so it'll definitely be tricky to add mild RPG elements into a Metroid game, but if they could succeed, it could make the game even better. One huge part to the Metroid lore that really hasn't been touched on at all is Samus is a bounty hunter. So how about in this game, there are side missions where Samus takes on bounties and has to actually hunt down fugitives. There could be a ton of different fugitive types that you need to catch with different type of difficulty levels, and each difficulty could have a different type of reward. This could be so much fun trying to fly all over these galaxies and worlds and trying to battle these characters and capture them and then try to trade them in for their bounty. I guess the bounty could be credits that you can use to add to your RPG skill tree, and then it comes all full circle. That could be a real fun gameplay loop. You know, you go on bounties, get points, cash those in, and get stronger. I have to say, calling this game Metroid Prime 4 wouldn't be the most ambitious title ever created in video games. I actually think they're going to drop the number 4 altogether and call it something like Metroid Prime something, like Metroid Prime Colony or Metroid Prime Burn Notice. Or maybe there's another USA channel show I'm not thinking about, like Metroid Prime Suits. Actually, Metroid Prime Suits sounds pretty bad, but USA Channel does have some pretty crazy show titles. This new game will probably be the start of a brand new trilogy, so it only makes sense to drop the number altogether and start with a brand new name. It's time for new characters for this next generation of this franchise. Space Pirates and Ridley have been in almost every game, and they've had their day in the sun. It's time to move on. I know we've seen so many different versions of Ridley, including Meta Ridley, so please, no more versions. It's time to move on. We don't need a Gremlins 2 situation happening over here. I mean, what's next? Water Ridley? Lightning Ridley? Broccoli Ridley? I'm just saying new baddies would really freshen up this franchise. We recently saw in Samus Returns that there are tons and tons of different forms Metroids can take. I mean, it's almost endless. So I want to see some of that creativity and new design show up all over this new Metroid Prime game. And when we're on the topic of baddies, I want boss battles to be cinematic set pieces that leave players in awe. These boss battles should leave players with their jaws dropped and running to the computers to tell all their friends about it. I think boss battles in Metroid games have always been amazing, so it's time in this new Metroid Prime game to step it up and make them better than ever. Metroid Prime games are less about being traditional first-person shooters and more about exploration. I would love if this new game was kind of a semi-open world game with tons of planets to explore, if not multiple galaxies. Maybe certain planets will be lava-based or ice-based, and you can only survive on these planets if you discover an item on a different planet first. Maybe the developers can take something from the Mass Effect games and put them into this game. Imagine if it was endless planets to explore, like No Man's Sky. You know what? On second thought, let's keep Metroid as far away from No Man's Sky as possible. The possibility for exploration and planet variety is endless, so let's make this modern Metroid Prime game as great as it could be and as big as it could be. It's important that this game leaves the player with a sense of being lost and almost the game is too big for them. That is the classic Metroid feeling that games give you. With Nintendo Online dropping in September, it only makes sense for this game to include a massive online capabilities. I think classic 4-on-4 and 5-on-5 would be perfect for death matches and capture the flag style games. I really hope they avoid the trendy battle royale gameplay and stick with more industry staples, but if they do include battle royale style matches in this game, I really hope they innovate and do something totally different that nobody's ever seen. I'm not sure how I feel about co-op in story mode either. I just don't think it would work in a Metroid game. Since Metroid tries to give players that feeling of being alone and scared, being joined with a friend would definitely prevent that from happening. So I would say couch co-op is definitely a no for Metroid Prime, but I would love to see some multiplayer death matches. Metroid Prime 4 is actually my most hyped game, and I'm more excited to see this game than anything else that we know about up until this point. I mean, by the time you're actually watching this video, E3 2018 will probably have passed, and you'll know so much new information. But I do have one last prediction, and you might not like it. I think at E3 2018, we're going to get an amazing cinematic trailer for Metroid Prime 4, but no actual gameplay. And this game won't even be released till holiday 2019. I know, that seems like it's so far away, but I mean, this game couldn't have been in development for that long, so it only makes sense that they have a long development cycle to make this game as good as possible. But what I really want to know is, what predictions do you have for this game? When do you think it's actually going to come out? Let me know down in the comments section right down there, and I'll get back to you. We'll start some dialogue about this. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do all types of videos on game theories, predictions, discussion videos. I do a lot of live streaming, so if you're interested in that sort of stuff, be sure to hit that sub button, give me a like so you're notified next time I go live and you can catch the rest of my content. There's not much more to say than Turbo Jesse out, and I'll see you guys in the flippity flop.